Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, back with another crypto video, and today we're gonna be talking about Ripple and XRP and a little bit about Vechain VET. Now also for our video today, we're gonna be giving away $50 worth of crypto if we can get 299 likes within 24 hours. All that you have to do to enter is press the like button on this video, comment something down below, and make sure you have the notification bell on. That is it. Now today we're going to be starting off with reading through some tweets. Stephen Bull from the Deep, he said on Twitter, "To my best knowledge, MoneyGram has been using ODL for US to Mexico corridor only." Again, in this case, ODL is XRP, which is again Ripple or one of Ripple solutions which utilizes XRP. According to Marjan Delatin, who works at Ripple, MoneyGram is also using ODL for Thailand market. Could this be one of the new 4 corridors? And if you have no idea what I'm trying to say with that right there, over at Swell, which is again one of Ripple's annual events, or actually the annual Ripple event, MoneyGram announced that they will be having 4 new corridors. And since they're using ODL, we're mostly assuming here that there's going to be 4 new ODL corridors. So for Ripple, 4 new other corridors. You guys get it hopefully right there. And the only question is really which ones it's going to be. Now there's a lot of analysts, a lot of people in the community who are saying it might be Thailand, Vietnam. I saw some people say Singapore. I saw some other cool names come by here, but the problem is we don't really know. Now there is a little bit of a question or a video though, which I'm going to show you guys real quick.
So we have a product which is called on-demand liquidity, and rather than pre-funding in the destination country, you can source on-demand liquidity. So imagine you are a payment service providers, you want to send $100 to Mexico, and you use actually our native digital asset, which is called XRP, as a bridge currency between the two fiat currencies. So changing from USD to XRP, and immediately after to Mexican peso. But this is really revolutionizing actually the way that the money is handled, because today FX and the transfer of the money are not happening at the same time, and this created lots of exposure, especially to low margin organizations. So in MoneyGram, for instance, is a case that went live recently. They are using this solution in a few markets, as I mentioned, more exotic markets like, for instance, Mexico, Thailand, and they see already a great efficiencies and decrease of the cost in the way that the treasury and liquidity management is happening. This is still, of course, needs to be more commercialized, but this is really shifting the way that we are thinking about transfer of the money as compared to what is today.
Again, guys, exactly explaining Internet of Value right there. One of the things that we're trying to change. And if you were wondering who this is Marjan Delatin, the global head of banking at Ripple, if I'm not mistaken. We don't exactly know which 4 corridors is going to be, but I think it's pretty amazing, and I'm pretty excited to see more about this. And I just wanted to update you guys that we got some hints, but that this is coming up. I also saw a couple of tweets earlier today stating that MoneyGram already has X amount of corridors, so it could be anything. But again, I don't really know. XRP Crypto Wolf went onto Twitter to state, Singapore's central bank and JP Morgan developed a blockchain system for cross-border payments/settlements for the 5th phase of the project Ubin. We look forward to linking up with more blockchain networks interoperability. One thing we know, though, is that Ripple is involved in Project Ubin. We saw a little bit more about that quite recently, and it's linking up together now. Singapore's central bank and JP Morgan, they developed this blockchain system in the 5th phase for the 5th phase of Project Ubin. So there's like kind of a triangle going on there then. Singapore's central bank, JP Morgan, and Ripple, if I'm not mistaken. I guess that's pretty cool to see, right? JP Morgan and Singapore's central bank developed a blockchain system for cross-border payments. The MAS, the country's central bank, and investing banking JP Morgan have developed a blockchain prototype for cross-border payments. According to the news on Monday, MAS said that the prototype enables payments to be carried out in different currencies on the same network. Temasek, an investment firm owned by the government of Singapore, also collaborated with them on this prototype. There's a growing evidence now that blockchain-based payment networks are able to enhance cost efficiencies and create new opportunities for businesses, said the chief fintech officer of Mass. And the prototype is part of the fifth phase of Project Ubin, which started in November 2016 as a collaborative effort by Mass and Singapore's financial services industry to explore blockchain tech for clearing and settlement of payments and securities. To me, that sounds like quite a huge thing. Really quite amazing. And again, if you're wondering what this is all for, you can see down here. We will look forward to linking up with more blockchain networks to improve cross-border connectivity, and this will be a big step forward in making cross-border transactions faster, cheaper, and safer, says Mahatni. And a detailed report on Project Ubin, this scared the crap out of me, guys, wow. A detailed report on Project Ubin describing blockchain use cases for payments and securities is expected to be published in early 2020 by the tech giant Accenture, per the announcement. So we're going to be hearing more about this in a couple of months here, but definitely very interesting, very cool development, and we can see this triangle coming up here then. I mean, that's a pretty big thing. This is actually really quite huge. Might not be the most excited voice right now, but you can definitely state that I am quite excited about this. Now, another thing which I just noticed was from XP Crypto Wolf once more. He said, Fukushima Bank partners with SBI Holdings and joins MoneyTap. Fukushima Bank will be serving its customers with Ripple's tech and MoneyTap's remittance service by joining MoneyTap Co. along with SBI Neo Financial Services Co. and SBI FinTech Incubation Co. It's all, again, aligning up. It's all in triangles. We know the partnerships, how they're coming along here. But now we know Fukushima Bank will be serving its customers with Ripple's tech. Again, another pretty cool development. It's all triangles here, and as we saw before with the, what's the name now? McCaff's Law. We know that the more partnerships that Ripple signs right now, the more kind of dots it has at different spots here, the quicker the network is going to grow, and that's also really interesting and really important. Brad Garlinghouse said that 2019 was the best year for them, but as we know, they really have all the aspects of exponential growth. Really know that the more they have signed, the more that they will sign in the future, exponentially, just because of how McCaff's Law works here. The dots are all connected, and it will just keep multiplying and multiplying and multiplying, and that's one of the things that's so amazing with what they do here. There's no limit to them. You can never really get enough, and they'll keep scaling, keep continuing on. I think it's just really amazing what they're doing here. Last but not least here, a couple of people I saw really being interested in Vechain. In my chat here for a while, I've really been seeing a lot of Vechain questions, which normally I don't really see too often, or don't see enough about, I guess. As you guys all know, I do like quite a lot of coins, but my main coins, as you can see on my profile, are XRP, BTC, ADA, XLM, Vechain, and normally also Tron. And I'm actually liking it that a lot of people are asking me more about Vechain nowadays, as usually there are not too many articles that were coming out, and nowadays it's a lot more. This guy here, XRP4A, also says in his bio, stay strong, you have goals and dreams, hope will get you there, for it has unlimited, inexhaustible powers. In XRP since September 2017, in VET since November 2019, so this means he's a new VET holder, and I guess that's really quite interesting, right? He says though, as a statement, more and more altcoins and Bitcoin holders are going to invest in Vechain after some research, especially the XRP community. In my opinion, perfect use case for this day and age. Okay, let's just go for this one to see. 77% of the people said this will age well. 23% of the people said this won't age well, but it's only 13 votes, so it doesn't say too much. But I thought it was pretty interesting, again, to see how I really got this conclusion as well. That I also found that a lot of people are switching over to Vechain, and there's just an unusual amount of people that are supporting Vechain nowadays. Again, not saying I'm against it, not saying it's a bad thing, because I really do love both coins. And if you guys are wondering what Vechain does, I really recommend to check back on my channel to a couple of videos where I try to go a little bit more into depth with what they do and what type of developments they have. One thing you should know though, that Vechain is most likely the crypto, or I guess Vechain stands for Vechain Thor in this case, the VET, is most likely the crypto or the firm with the most influential partnerships. They got Walmart China, they got Renault, they got BMW, DNVGL, and you can just count this list for forever. Like really, they have some of the hugest billion or even $1 trillion in total a year in partnerships. It's just really insane. But they're going for supply chain and confirmations, like how do you say that, like verification tools and such. So for example, one thing they do, or one of the main things they did, was with wine. I think it's verify. I don't remember all the names anymore. It's not important. You have verify car. I think you have my story, which I think is for the wines. You have a couple of others. With the wines, for example, they do it in the sense of you have your wine, right? But you want to know where it's from. So they have a QR code on that. You can scan it so you can check exactly what type of plant the grape came from and how it was all processed and such. I think they also have it with milk for a couple of companies in China. They also have it now with Walmart China. As in, I think you can just know exactly what the process was, and most likely with some delivery services they have it. They have a partnership with Adidas before, where you can verify your shoes to see if they're real with the QR code, and really a couple of other really cool things that they're doing. Vechain, the foundation there, is truly, truly amazing, and I definitely think it's worth another check. If you guys disagree with me, let me know in the comment section down below. But that was it for this video. Hopefully you all liked it, enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody, and have a very nice day.